The practice of Vajrayogini is one of the most profound paths to awakening. Vajrayogini's Tantra is a synthesis of the fundamental elements found in the Tantras of Heruka, Yamantika, and Guhya Samaja. The practice of Vajrayogini was first explained in the root Tantra of Heruka. It is said Buddha Vajradhara manifested in the form of Heruka at a time when the universe was controlled by the worldly deity Ishvara. Followers of Ishvara would sacrifice animals to him, and in return Ishvara would bless his devotees with worldly riches and success. Then one day Buddha Vajradhara was asked by members of the 5 Buddha families to stop the people under the influence of Ishvara from the daily killings of thousands of innocent animals. And so Buddha Vajradhara manifested in the form of Heruka, and through his powers subdued Ishvara, after which Heruka expounded his condensed, middling, and extensive root tantras. Vajrayogini's teachings are found in the condensed root tantra that Heruka delivered. There are 3 main lineages of instructions on Vajrayogini, and they can all be traced back to Buddha Vajradhara's original revelation. The Narakacha lineage was given to Naropa from Vajrayogini. The Maitrikacha lineage was transmitted from Vajrayogini to Maitripa, and the Indrakacha lineage was given to Indrabodhi. I will focus on the Vajrayogini practice as it was given to the Mahasiddha Naropa. The practice of Vajrayogini is easy. It is easy for people who have a strong attachment to worldly desires and passions. In fact, the stronger one's desires and passions are, the easier it is to put to use Vajrayogini's practice. The practice of Vajrayogini is especially suitable for the modern times, for it is said that the more spiritually degenerate the times are, the easier it will be to accomplish the practice of Vajrayogini. Even an unfocused practitioner may reap benefits from Vajrayogini's instructions. But if one diligently practices her teachings, they will reach the Pure Land in this lifetime. Pure Dakini land may be attained in the intermediate state, the state between death and rebirth. Consistently reciting Vajrayogini's mantra while one is alive will cause one to recall the mantra at the time of death, and at this time one will hear the voice of Vajrayogini calling from the Pure Land. Vajrayogini's voice ultimately guides one through death and through the intermediate state of being to reach her Pure Land. Those who are less fortunate and are not led to the Pure Land in the intermediate state are said to reach the Dakini land within 7 lives. Pure Dakini land is the place where there is no suffering. In this Pure Land, beings receive teachings on the highest yoga practice. Pure Dakini land can only be attained by purifying the mind. To reach Vajrayogini's Pure Land, practitioners must attain outer and inner Dakini land. Outer Dakini land is a place beyond our ordinary experience of reality, completely free from samsara. Inner Dakini land means a place of clear light. In this stage, great bliss is generated, and the mind of clear light directly realizes emptiness and awakens. Vajrayogini's teachings are divided into 2 stages, the generation and completion stage. The generation stage helps one to attain outer Dakini land, and the completion stage brings inner Dakini land. Through practicing the 2 stages, one can attain the 3 resultant bodies of the Buddha: the truth body, the enjoyment body, and the emanation body. The generation stage consists of 11 yogas. It is done on a daily basis so that eventually all of one's actions are contained within the 11 yogas. When this is so, one is bound to reach the outer Dakini land. During this stage, the body is imagined as the pure body of Vajrayogini. The immediate surroundings are imagined as Vajrayogini's mandala, and the world we live in as the Dakini Pure Land. The 11 yogas of the generation stage are the yoga of sleeping, rising, experiencing nectar, the yoga of immeasurables, the guru, self-generation, purifying migrators, the yoga of being blessed by heroes and heroines, verbal and mental recitation, inconceivability, and the yoga of daily actions. The first three yogas, known as the yogas of three joys, are ways to purify the body, speech, and mind. The yogas of sleeping and rising purify the body and mind by transforming them into the body and mind of Vajrayogini. The yoga of immeasurables consists of going for refuge to a countless number of objects and cultivating bodhicitta by focusing the mind on compassion toward an immeasurable number of sentient beings. Through meditation and recitation of Buddha Bodhisattva, the yoga of immeasurables purifies all the non-virtuous actions one accumulated ignorantly living in the cycle of samsara. The yoga of the guru consists of sincerely relying on the spiritual guide. Guru yoga is a powerful yoga that greatly increases one's merit and blessings from the Buddhas. Through the blessings of the Buddhas, Dharma practitioners are able to attain instant realizations of sutra and tantra. The yoga of self-generation and purifying migrators bring the three basic bodies into the path. The basic truth, enjoyment, and emanation body are the bases from which the resultant bodies of a Buddha develop. By bringing the three basic bodies into the path, one develops a Buddha's truth, emanation, and enjoyment bodies. The truth body is the omniscient mind of a Buddha. The enjoyment body is a Buddha's subtle form, only seen by other Buddhas and superior bodhisattvas. The emanation body is a Buddha's gross form and can be seen by ordinary beings. The generation stage is a realization of a creative yoga that is achieved by bringing the three bodies into the path, in which one generates oneself as Vajrayogini and generates one's surroundings as her mandala. One also generates a divine pride of being in the form of Vajrayogini and generates a clear appearance. Divine pride is generated to overcome ordinary conceptions, and clear appearance is generated to overcome ordinary appearance. Ordinary appearances and ordinary conceptions are seen in Tantra as the root of samsara. Ordinary conceptions are obstructions to liberation, and ordinary appearances are obstructions to omniscience. Self-generation of Vajrayogini begins with the seed syllable Wum. The letter Wum and the mantra garland of Vajrayogini transform into the supporting mandala of Vajrayogini. From this mandala, one arises in the full form of Vajrayogini. Meditation on Vajrayogini's form is very important for attaining realizations. Her body, position, color, and every object she is illustrated with are deeply symbolic for one who has received the Vajrayogini empowerment. Vajrayogini is completely naked, and she has long legs. Her right leg rests on the breasts of red Kalarati. This is symbolic of Vajrayogini crushing desire. Her left leg rests on the forehead and back of black Bhairava. This means that she stamps out ignorance, which resides in the head, and hatred that dwells at the heart. And so through Vajrayogini's teachings, one may overcome the three poisons: ignorance, hatred, and worldly desires, which are represented by Bhairava and his consort. Vajrayogini has a red-colored body which shines with a great brilliance and symbolizes her inner fire. Her inner fire causes her body to be pervaded by spontaneous great bliss. Her hair is orange and not black. She has one face, 2 hands, and 3 eyes. Her single face indicates that she has realized that all phenomena are of one and the same nature. Her face is beautiful and perfect, looking at us. Her eyes are slightly wrathful. The left eye looks up to show that she will lead all of her followers to the Dakini land. Her right eye looks down to show that she will not leave her followers behind, and she will guide the way. Her third eye shows that she is no longer human and has the Dakini powers to see in all directions of space and time. Her facial expression is of one of great sexual bliss and slight anger. Her teeth are slightly exposed. showing her 4 fangs. The fangs are symbolic of the 4 types of spirits to overcome, and there is 1 drop of blood coming from her mouth. Vajrayogini's hair is loose and extends down to her hips. No part is tied up. Her hair not tied up means that she is free, unfettered from negative emotions and desires. Nothing can control her. The 3 paths to awakening are also present in Vajrayogini. The necklace of dry skulls shows she has the ability to remove illusions, delusions, and all negative emotions. The necklace also represents the first path, the path of renunciation. The second path is depicted by her mouth slightly open in great bliss. This represents the path to awakening by generating bodhicitta. The third path is illustrated by the blood she drinks from the skull cup that she holds in her left hand partially elevated. The blood represents emptiness, and her drinking it shows that she is in a constant state of meditation on emptiness. Her breasts are full, standing up, and have erect nipples. This shows that through Vajrayogini's teachings, one too can attain great bliss. Her right hand is stretched out, pointing straight down, holding a knife. This shows that she can cut away the veil of samsara. Vajrayogini's left shoulder supports a katanga, marked with a vajra, from which hang a damaru, bell, and triple banner. Her head is adorned with 5 human skulls, and she also shows 5 mudras, and stands in the center of a blazing fire of glorious wisdom. The katanga shows that she is never separated from her consort Heruka. The katanga is Heruka himself, and the various features of the katanga are the 62 deities of Heruka's mandala. The 5 mudra ornaments are made of bone, and are the 5 perfections of all the Buddhas. Vajrayogini also wears a crown made from bone. The crown is adorned with 5 jewels that sit on top of 5 skulls, which symbolize the 5 Buddha families. Her ear ornaments represent the perfection of patience, the neck ornaments represent the perfection of giving, and the heart ornaments represent the perfection of mental stabilization. And the ornaments of the arms and legs show the perfection of moral discipline. By contemplating the symbolism of Vajrayogini, the practitioner is able to overcome ordinary appearances and conceptions. The yoga of being blessed by heroes and heroines consists of transforming a part of one's body into the body of Vajrayogini. This practice blesses one's channels, winds, and drops, so that one's inner winds will gather and dissolve within the central channel at the heart and cause one to experience the clear light of bliss. The transformation of part of the body into the body of Vajrayogini is also known as a body mandala. Meditating on the body mandala causes heroines to enter into the channels and drops and bless them, thereby helping one to develop great bliss. The 9th yoga, the yoga of verbal and mental recitation, prescribes the recital of the 3 Om mantra. The 3 Om mantra is a synthesis of all the mantras of Vajrayogini and Vajravihari. By reciting the 3 Om mantra, one directly recites the mantras of all 32 Dakinis of the body mandala, and indirectly recites all the mantras of the Buddhas. By reciting this mantra, one comes closer to the Vajrayogini, in the sense that one makes a special connection with a friend, and in the sense that one actually becomes Vajrayogini. This mantra pacifies all inner and outer obstacles, such as strong delusions and being harmed by evil spirits. Faithful recitation of this mantra will also bring one wealth, merit, happiness, a longer lifespan, and increase one's spiritual realizations. The root tantra of Heruka praises Vajrayogini's mantra as the king of all mantras, and states that there is no mantra in all the 3 realms of existence that is more powerful. Vajrayogini's mantra makes it possible to receive actual attainments merely by recitation. By simply reciting Vajrayogini's mantra, practitioners who have a strong karmic link to Vajrayogini can attain the pure outer Dakini land before their death. While reciting the 3 Om mantra, one should visualize at their heart, a red phenomena source, a double tetrahedron, in the center of a moon mandala, the seed letter Wum. The letter Wum is encircled